reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there, Q?
I'm alive. Comes with the territory. No, I'm doing all right. Long work day, kind of tired, but yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I streamed for the first time in a long while and played Ark Knights. As you can see, this game is pretty. This game looks.
Yeah, I lost my streak because I didn't log into that stream.
Oh. But it's beautiful. I love that this game is also very lightweight. It runs on mobile pretty good. Mine was just getting a little overheat issue just because it's not an old phone, but it's a little older than. But it has way more complexities than I originally thought. Going through this stream, it's got, of course, it's gacha, but I think I got streamer luck, my guy. Like, I was getting good pulls, and I got some pretty good stuff right off the rip. Already a few people downloaded it. You can check down in the description or type Enfield in the chat and hop into this. It's a pretty good game. Let me do a sharp close out of it. There they are. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. But other than that, you got anything special to drink?
Oh, I'm still working my way through those. I'm not. Don't even think I'm like halfway through that box yet of the Kirkland brand.
Oh yeah. You stock up. As for me,
well, I mean, you got to buy in bulk, man. This shit's too expensive in this world.
That is true, and it saves you a lot more money down the long run. As for me, I got me a 2-liter bottle of Fresca. I'm just kind of sipping on with a whole slew of water. I'm a little sick. You may hear me cough every now and again, but I'm fighting off this head cold with a hope to get rid of it by tomorrow. Ah, delicious. Let's go ahead and get the good old Humble Bundles out of the way. The first one is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is not their first, second, third, fourth. This is probably their 5th or 6th time doing their Pathfinder bundle. And every single time they do something really outrageous by adding in one of their extra portions that they usually have, such as the Lost Omens Grand Bazaar or a Most Wondrous Exchange for levels 4 through 8. You can also get the physical book for the NPC core for $15 more. But if you don't want all that, $30 gets all 40 items. And it helps out comic books for kids. Something I think both Quincy and I would definitely try and get into more hands.
Mm-hmm.
Comic books for kids realizes that there are times that children will need to be in hospitals or cancer centers. While we cannot take away the reason that the childs are in the hospital, for a period of time we can, with a comic book or a coloring book, allow them to be kids again. Through the power of storytelling, kids can fight monsters and villains, become a prince or princess, or thrill to the exploits of their favorite superhero. While they are reading the comic book or perhaps coloring, they will forget all the reasons that they are in the hospital. Simple but lovely. Also, maybe even play some D&D, because D&D is get your mind off a lot of things. Oh, but doop. The next one that started up today is the Sharpshooters bundle. Earth Defense Force 5. I will stand by that game all day, every day. I find this game to be on my top 10 list of most jank but most fun games.
I don't remember which Earth Defense Force I played, but I was not happy with it. I just felt like I couldn't achieve anything.
Okay, it's gotten probably 3. 3 was a rough patch. 4 was fine. 5 is arcade fun. I would put cores in a machine to play 5. There's so much DLCs for 5 too. The very interesting game Wildgate is also on this one, where you and a crew fight other crews trying to steal things from a central ship or a central planet, while also trying to defend your ship from exploding. Very Sea of Thieves style, I guess is the best way to put it. Strike Force Heroes, a very interesting game by Sky9 Games, which is mouse controlled, old school Flash game, but with better visuals. And I loved Flash games back in the day. I don't remember this one though, but it definitely looks familiar from those old websites that I trotted across. Outriders, a pretty dang good ARPG. Very reminiscent of Borderlands, but still very independent in its own way. You get powers that you can select what paths you want to go down. Weapon play was very fun, over the shoulder third person with some extra modifications. I liked
I
it.
remember playing a little bit of this when it first came out. I didn't give it the amount of time I probably should have. I think it came out at like a weird time where I did not have the time to invest.
Fair. I'm hoping that you do get a chance. It was very fun. The DLC I still have to kind of crawl through. So I mean, if you happen to, it does have crossplay. So if you happen to hop in, I may hop in with you.
Okay.
Way of the Hunter. I'm not really big on hunting games, but to each their own.
That's never done anything for me. Like I didn't really like those ones where you're doing like the
Kabbalah stuff.
no. I was gonna say like when you're at like the arcade and they got those ones, or like
Oh,
when you're
Wild
doing the
Buck. Yeah.
yeah. Like I just like not even those. Like it's just never really been my thing.
Yeah. So Receiver was a game that came out in a very odd time where they were saying, "Hey, this is going to be a realistic gun simulation game." There was not really much to do with those guns. It was just, you could see that how it jams, you could see how the gun functions, load it, unload it, force a jam on it. But Receiver 2 now adds a little bit more to that profile by now giving you you are in a hot zone and you now have to handle the weapon while also manually placing in ammo into the mag or into the clip, sliding them in and trying to fight your way to safety or fight off a horde. I like that concept. I like having gritty realism in a game, but not to the point where I have to actually load the singular bullets into a mag and try and clear a jam and all that. I like it, I love it, but I don't know if it's for me. And lastly, holy shoot. This one I've seen many a times all over the place. I love roguelite games. I love first persons. This is a mash that definitely has all that. It's got comic book essences to it. It certainly looks like it's a lot of fun. It looks what the fuck is that game called? Serious Sam. It definitely has that color scheme of the Serious Sam games. I might buy it for this game. I mean, it's only $15 for all 7 of these items, and EDF worth that 15 on its own. Outriders is just a powerful bonus. Strike Force Heroes would probably hit me with some nostalgia. I might grab this. Yeah, I might grab this whole entire thing. I don't know about Way of the Hunter though, and it helps out one of my favorite charities.
Drop it as a code if you don't want it.
Yeah, I'll throw it to people. I still have a bunch more to give. And it helps out one of my favorite charities, Charity Water. Right now, 771 million people on the planet do not have access to clean, safe drinking water. That's 1 out of 10. Charity Water is a nonprofit organization bringing clean, safe drinking water to people in developing countries. We use 100% of public donations to directly fund sustainable water solutions in areas of greatest need. Badoop. There's like 20 other new bundles, but mostly it's like coding and whatnot. So if you happen to want to learn a new coding language, go and check out the Humble Bundle down in the description. Yesterday I downloaded it, but I was feeling like crumbs, so I didn't want to feel like crumb and play a game I'm excited for, but hopefully I'll play it soon. Replaced dropped yesterday, and I downloaded it to have it ready. I'll probably play it after the cast, maybe tomorrow. I've been excited for this game since I would say maybe July of last year when it was announced. I love its atmosphere. It's dark, gritty. It has cyberpunk written all over it with a little bit of noir gunslinging. And I was like, that's what I want in a game. and I see all these marvelous looking silhouettes of shadows of your characters doing a powerful gunfight, the muzzle flash creating this just bright light that gets rid of that shadow. Fucking fantastic. I loved it. I played only maybe a couple minutes of the demo, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna spoil myself with it. So I waited until, because it was gonna release on Game Pass. So I I said I'll wait. I'm excited. Badoop. So I was wrong. Last week I said that the conference that was coming up was going to be kind of mid, but I'll keep my ear to the ground. I heard that Dead is Disco and some other games that we've already talked about was getting some DLCs. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. This is the Triple I initiative. We talked about the one that happened last September. Apparently, they do them every 6 months or so, and push a lot of
I
indie
vaguely
titles.
remember that, but I'm all for indie titles. So
Yes. I played starting off with Windrose, a Ark but pirate game where you're basically on the seas doing very small crafting bits to your ship. You can pop onto an island, build some things. It's got an okay Dark Souls like combat system, but you can switch weapons very much quicker than Dark Souls. It released yesterday on early access, apparently with a little bit of, lack of better words, a buggy mess for lower ended PCs that it runs a little terrible, but they said that they're working on it. And as I said, this is all mostly indie games. There's one that's a little confusing that's here, and that's Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Talked about it, excited for it. Don't know why it's here, considering Konami's still, I would consider them to be AAA.
yeah, that's not an indie development. It's
I'm like,
interesting.
I don't know who the development crew is, but the publisher is still Konami. Yeah. However, Don't Starve Elsewhere, a direct sequel to Don't Starve, I guess together, uh, is going to be same engine, better textures. They're pushing co-op to make sure that you are playing with your friends. I believe they said up to 16 characters that you'll be able to choose from, all with their pros and cons. I said I didn't mind Don't Starve. It's just it was a little difficult for me just because I have weird depth perception issues when it comes to isometric style games. That's why I had a hard time with Zelda back in the day. But I'll give this one a shot if it happens to pop up on my feed. Far Far
Does
Away.
it say how many players?
I believe 4. Let's actually go into the thing because all of these link to the Steam pages. All new and compromising. Build that. Let's take a look down below. Gather your friends or go it alone in the environment. It does not give a number.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. I would assume it's probably 4. 4 seems to be the rounded number. That's what Don't Starve Together was. So I can only assume. Looks fantastic. The textures look a lot more crispy instead of that off sketch, but with some like heavy on the color scheme. Now these actually have a little bit more pop and definition to them. I like it. Um, Far Far West, a game where you could play with your friends in a arena fighter, where you got to make sure that they aren't going to get overwhelmed or you won't be overwhelmed. It has very light roguelike elements where you can do bounties, go hunting for harder bosses, amp up the difficulty to gain even more money. It seems like a fun time. It was a part of the games I did not grab during the last Steam Next Fest. Bit of a bummer, but you know, it looked very nice. I was here for the very fast, very raucous gameplay. The gunplay was amazing from the look of it. So I'm here to check it out when it drops on April 28th. Most of these are going to be dropped later on this month, by the way. Like they were
Nice.
keeping all of these kind of concise. There's a couple that's going to be released later on next year, such as Neverway, a very interesting color scheme of a life sim RPG that kind of gives me, if you got a Game Boy Color that was cursed, Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. It's got a little bit of body horror. It's got a little bit of nightmare pushing. If you want to play the prologue, it is available on Steam. Um, I might hop into this just because I've been looking for a good horror game. I haven't had a good horror game in a minute. That aside from Resident Evil 4, but that's not horror. As soon as you give me a gun, it's not horror anymore.
But didn't you just play the other Resident Evil also?
Yeah, it did make me shit myself. I do admit that one did make me shit all over the place. Yeah. Heading back up the list, they did a little bit of a spot for Dead as Disco. They were like, "Hey, we updated our demo. Go and check it out." They now have 4 songs instead of 2. They also said when you upload your music, if you want to use your own music for these challenges, you can now set the BPM. You can have it to where if there's like a break in the music or a break in the BPM or a change in the BPM, you can actually mark where that is. So that way you can work with the music instead of work against it. I'm like, okay, they're doing great with it. A question I asked you before we started this: do you like Mario Party and wish that it had elements that would get you killed or your friends killed?
I can't say that that's ever been on my list of things I have wanted from Mario Party.
Well, if you happen to want to, Machine Party, being released later on this year, where you and up to 3 other friends can play Mario Party style mini games and try not to die. Um, yeah, that's pretty much about it. It is got some very interesting humor a part of it. Um, I guess the whole thing is don't die and hope you live because I don't think there's very much of a I don't think there's like money slash stars to win out of this. I think survival is the go to here. But
Hmm.
I'm interested in playing a Mario Party game with a little bit of blood and guts. Also, this is done by the developer of Shotgun Roulette, so it fits
Oh,
the.
I've seen that one. I haven't played it, but I've seen people playing it.
I I don't like the face looking at me when I'm staring them down.
It's kind of a weird face.
Okay, now that you had mentioned it, so from 3 days ago to 4 days from now, so on the 19th of April, you'll be able to grab Graveyard Keeper 1. And Graveyard Keeper 2 had a spot in the III initiative. And with that, they showcased a lot of pretty standardized gameplay where undead were kind of walking around and you get to fight them off in this one. Pretty tower defensey, but I can tell now there's a little bit of maybe AI generation involved. It does look a little.
So there's no confirmation the Graveyard Keeper 2 used any AI. It also does not have the marker on Steam saying that it used AI. However, one of the heads of the company, I do believe like the head of the company, has come out very positive about AI and very positive about using AI to build games. So it's something you need to be possibly prepared for when it comes to buying this game. Personally, until I can get a 100% guarantee, because they have not said it themselves directly, that this game does not use AI, I will not be looking to get this one. I still have Graveyard Keeper 1, I still haven't finished it, so I can always go back and play that.
Uh, a question in the chat. I would assume for the machine party, can you sacrifice your friends so you don't die? Probably. I would assume so. I would assume that's the powerful thing where you can knock over your friends to get them hauled up by that very strange moving thresher. Hmm. A couple of the outdoorsy type games got a DLCs. Cairn, the one where you're doing rock climbing, and Over the Hill, where you're driving in desert or desert like parameters. Pretty relaxing style games, comparative. Prove You're Human. This is the one that they started off the showcase with. I gotta tell you, talking to an AI individual to try and tell them that they're not human doesn't feel like it's
It's
a game
Blade Runner
concept.
without the action.
Yeah, yeah. If it was, fuck, there was a Blade Runner game. It wasn't great, but it was a lot better than what I saw in Prove You're Human. Prove You're Human looks good as a concept. It feels very Talos Principle. Talos Principle, at least, added, instead of the AI thinking they're human, they thought they were a god, and was like, I have all the abilities that a god would have, and you're just trying to convince them, no, wait, you're not a god. I'm figuring out the things that you couldn't, because I have the humanity side, and I have empathy, which you do not have. And it goes into a huge arc of almost religion levels of understanding and trying to convey from a human to a god. And then Talos Principle 2 kind of went above and beyond with that storytelling. Prove You're Human is just it did not spark the same intelligent conversation that Talos Principle had. Heading over to what looks fucking cool as hell, Alcahest, a first-person Souls-like action adventure RPG set in a murky medieval world where you kind of dip your blade in some interesting poisons. And I got immediate Witcher vibes. I got immediate hopeful vibes that we're getting more of these cool open world RPG games where you get these big sprawling skill trees, cool attacks. I mean, I keep sending you what is it? Crimson Desert, just because you can do wrestling moves in Crimson Desert. You get DDTs, you get RKOs, you get Hurricane Radas.
Yeah, that's one that until they remove the AI, I'm not going to get. But like, I do have to say that stuff does look a lot of fun in it.
I'm very concurrent with you. I like the look of it, but yes, they added way too much of the AI overture. A lot of the
Well,
arts. What they could have done.
any AI is too much AI in my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah. Just pay your artists, guys. And speaking of pay your artists, all of the art that is done in Arc Knights, our sponsor, all of them, they're at the bottom of their images is their signature and their actual name in the language that they printed it from. They support their artists. No AI done there. I'm excited for Alcahest. Heading over to the very odd side, Valor Mortis, where it takes you into this very interesting world, almost French Victorian Revolution era, where flintlocks and supernatural powers kind of mix in to make a very interesting looking thing. I saw someone play a demo of this at a con a while back, and I was like, this gives me Skyrim, but with Napoleon vibes. It looked cool. I'm interested. I'm hoping that they do a little bit more for the Steam Next Fest if it happens to be during then. I would like to test this game out. Looks cool.
so
Oh,
my
pepper.
brain's beyond broken. I can't think of Napoleon without thinking of Bill and Ted, like the way Napoleon is in that.
Fair. I almost thought that, but when you see, wait, hold on. Let me bring that back up. Where is it? Valor Mortis.
It's over there.
Yeah, I see it. Right there. I'm pointing at it. Can't you see? Oh, there he is. When you see this guy coming at you, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, that's Napoleon. I'll wait for it to catch up while I take a big old drink.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thing.
He's got 5 hands and a bunch
One,
of
two,
feet,
three, 4, 5,
and maybe more back there.
6. There's 6 at least. Maybe a 7th one right there.
There is a 6th one there. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It seems to have a little bit of Elden Ring kind of tied in with the skin grafting, but this is done by the
Mm.
creators of Ghost Runner, and Ghost Runner I liked. Not a lot of story for it, but it was very fun. The Lift, a game where you play a handyman left in a very desolate research facility, and you're just trying to get it running again. It gives a lot of Dead Space, BioShock vibes, a little bit of System Shock, but I am here for this. I really do enjoy the you're not a fighter. You're not here to fight. You're here to fix things. That's it. And I would love to play a game that's all that you do. There is a playtest you can request over on Steam. So if you happen to be interested in wanting to fix a desolate station and hope that it doesn't explode while you're there, go and take a look. It also has a bit of a personal story. I believe it's inspired by Soviet sci-fi and the SCP Foundation. So there's probably going to be something paranormal that you may have to deal with. Uh, There's, of course, more DLC for Burrow Trauma and Clover Pit and Brotato. Good games. Glad they're getting DLCs. Clover Pit's, I think, released yesterday. Brotato's, I believe, is at the end of the week on Friday. And Burrow Trauma does not have a date for theirs.
Is there like an end to Brotato? Because I feel like I never got anywhere near an end to Brotato.
I don't know. I own, I think, 3 different Brotato games, so I don't think there's ever been a real ending. Um, that is something to bring up, though.
Like, it's just an infinite run as long as you can situation. Like that's why I kind of feel like it is.
Maybe with this DLC, it might have like ending points. Maybe unsure. Well, let's take a quick peek. Okay, good to know that the animator behind Brotato is still doing their thing. It's not very straightforward, but yeah, I guess it's just if you die, it's started all over again, but now with dinosaurs.
Well, I do like dinosaurs.
Yeah, you do like dinosaurs. But you also like, well, do you like Indiana Jones?
I love Indiana Jones.
Well, what if you want to do it but playing as a Muppet? A strange combination between Little Big Planet and Peak. You can play as a Muppet going through and treasure hunting. Too Deep to Quit definitely is a very interesting adventure game that it goes into the morbid, almost bug snacks side of things, where you'll see skulls with felt on it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the wacky side of most of these games. I'm just curious on how grotesque it'll get. If it'll turn to the bug snack side of oh I watched them get they got shoved into the wall. Oh, looks cute, looks fun. This one does not have a date, which is a bit of a bummer. Hopefully it'll be on during the next fest, at least one of the maps. Coming April 30th, sledding game. We talked about this very, I think it was like November, I think. And the dev was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just hang out with your friends. You can have a fucking snowball throwing party. You can hang out in the lodge and roast marshmallows. You can go fishing. You could shove your friend down the mountain. Do whatever the hell you want. It's just a game that literally is sledding down or just hanging with friends.
I've slowly watched this get built across a guy's TikTok videos.
Okay, I want you to send me those. This looks kind of interesting, and it's going to be day one with Game Pass, and I believe you can download the demo, which is only half of the areas, I believe. But if you haven't wanted to check it out, you can check it out on Steam until April 30th when the full game launches. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Everwind already dropped, I believe. Yeah, here we go. March 17th, 2026. And it's already getting its first major update come May. And it kind of gives voxel a kind of Minecraft-ish feel, but with a little bit more depth and a little bit more combat. There's a little bit of magic thrown in. There's interesting creatures. There's floating islands, dinosaurs. It seems Everwind really wanted to be like, Minecraft's cool. I don't want to have to mod my Minecraft to get it working with all of this stuff. Flying airships that are fully customizable. Just it looks like they overhauled Minecraft to work so efficiently that apparently you can run this on an early quad core i3. I want to say like maybe 7th gen i3, without any hiccups. And I'm like, that's kind of good in today's time when games are becoming more harder to play.
I mean, they really are.
But yeah, you can
Practically
play
need
this
the
on
fucking spaceship to fucking do it.
yeah, you can play this on a almost 16-year-old machine. I'm down. Of course, it's not going to look pretty, but it's playable. I'm curious on what it's going to be adding. It is the First Ascent is the extra DLC that it's going to be. Well, not DLC, just an update. I believe they said that their actual full release is going to be later on this year, but they're just going to keep updating it. I'll talk about two more. Thick as Thieves, a game where you and a couple other teams of people are going to be trying to steal something. So get there quick because you're not the only eyes looking at it. Steal keys off of guards. Use cool grappling hooks. Get there quick because, as said, you're not the only one there. I love Monaco. Monaco was a really good game. I really want to give this one a shot. I
I remember
wish,
seeing the trailer for this one. I liked the fact that you're competing against others.
yeah. I really enjoy just the setting alone. Also, 1920s, 1910, 1920s ish. So there's not a lot of full technology. There's very like lamplight is still powered by the underground copper cables that are very unhealthy to be breathing near. But I love it. I love the look of this game. I'm hoping that it plays well. May 20th, 2026, and I hope that it's not $60. Yeah. It's an indie game. Indies don't usually ask for that. And last one, me and Goon, a friend of the channel, uh, played a game called We Were Here, and then we played We Were Here again, and then we played We Were Here. I forget all the other We Were Here stuff. Oh, We Were Here Forever. We did do that one. We Were Here Together. We Were Here 2, and then We Were Here. Yeah, we did all 4 of the We Were Here games. And there's going to be 5 more from what I've heard. And the first one is going to be in a space station called We Were Here Tomorrow. You know, I liked it. It's a very fun style game. I do like doing the co-op. Can you read me the symbols? What do you mean it looks like a hot dog type of conversation? Uh, but we managed to get through them. We managed to understand one another to get through them, and I love these games. They're fantastic.
One of these needs to just be called "We Will Be There When We're There."
We'll get there soon. But yeah, the if you want to check out the Triple I initiative on Steam, just at the very top, there's a banner. You can click it. It'll show you all the games that were announced slash talked about. Some of these are on sale that have a sale. Things like Temtem Pioneers is going to have a Kickstarter, I believe, not next month, but the month after, in June, I believe. Risk of Rain, the DLC drops. It's a horror themed one that I believe is on sale right now for 10% off. Lost Railway looks fun. Final Sentence looks like a game that will piss me off. I love typing. I love writing, but I proofread everything that I write. Everything. Even if it's just a couple letters, couple words, I stop what I'm doing and I make sure that I typed it out right. So this game, Final Sentence, is the last one I'll talk about. You make a mistake, you get a bullet. Get 3 bullets, you're dead. Type the slowest, you're dead. It's a battle royale that's typing of the dead, basically. I don't know, man. I don't. You and 39, yeah, 40 people are fighting to not be shot.
It's interesting. I would be willing to try it. I don't know that I want to pay to try it.
Fair enough, but if you happen to want to, it's already out. Dropped April 9th, and it just had to talk about. And it is on sale for 10% off, $9. And
Oh
if
yeah,
you're
that's pretty cheap.
and if you want to get it with Clover Pit, it's 20% off, which I recommend Clover Pit. It's a very fun time. For $14.38. And if you happen to want to get, well, Buckshot Roulette, it's fine. for $10.78. Buckshot Roulette's I think like $3 on its own, anyways. So, but yeah, you can get them in a bundle too. Badoop, 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 and one more badoop. On my Twitter, the Deep Silver Twitter basically said, "Hey, here, click this very weird link," and I was like, "I don't want to," and so I did.
Listen, that only worked on me the first couple of princes.
I know, right? They promised me a bunch of money. Still waiting.
I understand how I was warned about online Nigerian princes, and now I have to explain to people that just because it's on Facebook doesn't mean it's true.
He sounded so convincing. Told me that I just send him 1,000. He sends me 1,000,000. Where was the problem? But I did a little digging off of the Deep Silver website, and good news, I found the Metro 2039 announcement is just this wristwatch that Artum has. And it keeps bugging around and then shows 2039 and then it depowers. And I'm like, ooh. So we're getting another Metro game. I need to sit down and go through them because I love Stalker. It's just Metro is really fucking rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a time and sit down and play them too, because I've only played a little bit of the first one, and it is something that I've always wanted to sit down and actually work my way through.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to buckle myself down, beat 2033, First Light, and Exodus. I own all three. I might as well get through them. But right now I'm doing Sleeping Dogs, and I have to get back to that. Badoop. Heading over to the Marvel Rivals side of things, I stopped playing this game, but every time they release something else that looks really fucking cool, and I'm like, man, I really want to get back into this game. It's just I don't want my blood pressure to spike, you know? But
Fair point.
there's a cool skin that looks like Quincy. A couple years back, he dressed like this, almost T for T, Peter Parker, and I think this jacket would be amazing for you. Almost spectacular.
Oh, that's a pretty great jacket.
But
oh man, I want those trucks.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you see those shoes? But having Spider-Man...
Fuck, I want Peter's ass. Look at that.
that's NetEase for you. They know what their audience is, but I'm very happy that they are pushing all of these really great skins. I'll talk about the one on the left later. But I'm happy that they are taking off the masks of some of these. Like, they took off the mask for Black Panther, giving him the full old school T'Challa look. And now they're taking Peter Parker out of the Spider-Man. I don't... Cowboy Blade, I don't know, man. Looks cool.
Is that who that is? It's Blade?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Macho Man.
Yeah, it's Blade. It does look like Macho Man. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't know about my demon hunting skills, my vampire murdering skills. Oh, yeah. But, their skins are varied between very, very good and very... But I really like what Marvel Rivals has done to the community in general. A lot of people still play this game, and it a lot more than fucking Overwatch. These skins are going to be available on the 17th.
Is that true? Like, do we have the numbers? Like, is it beating Overwatch?
Yes.
I love that.
I would say, I believe Overwatch is 55 to 85 on good days, and Rivals is still like 130, 180 on a bad day.
Sweet.
Like, the pro scene for Marvel Rivals picked up drastically. You have colleges that are basically like, you could do Overwatch CS2 or Rivals. Rivals is just spiking right up there.
Nice.
But there's gameplay for Black Cat. She is the next champ to be released, or hero to be released. I'm sorry, they're actually heroes. Actually, is she a villain technically?
She's an anti-villain, I guess. Sometimes she's a hero, sometimes she's a villain, and even when she's a hero, she's still kind of a dick, you know.
Yeah, she's there for the money. She's there for the jewels.
Yeah, she's there for the money. She's there to, try to ruin Peter's relationships.
She has a line that literally is aiming to do that. Where she's like, "Hey Pete, how about when all this is over, we head over here and get out of these sweaty costumes?" And Peter's like, "No, no." Great. Yeah, I
Married
believe
man, married man.
I think it's Yuri Lowenthal in this one too. I think I'm not 100% on that. I actually never looked into a couple of the videos are on my feed, but I don't know who Spider Man's is. But her kit
Uh,
has
um, Marvel
yeah,
Rivals.
really. Oh.
You said Marvel Rival. It's Marvel
Oh.
Rivals, right?
Oh yeah. I just said
Uh,
Martin Reynolds. I was like, I don't know who that is.
yeah, it's Yuri.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, I'm okay with Yuri. But they as I've mentioned before, they know who is their audience.
Yeah.
During the show for Black Cat, you see a few scenes with Kingpin. You see a few scenes with um Barracuda. It's very Flash, but it I believe I saw Barracuda in there, and I'm rubbing my fingers together because if they bring in Kingpin, and maybe even Barracuda later, but they also said the next one's going to be an X-Men, so I can only assume it's going to be Cyclops, maybe, perhaps.
Probably. There's a lot of push for Cyclops right now.
There's a lot of push for Cyclops, and we'll talk about that later. But Black Cat's new costume, uh, Urban Predator. I think it just needs a different name, personally. But
It's a play on words.
I know.
It's cheeky.
But a lot of skin. It's very Sex in the City look. I would say it.
I gotta say, like, I honestly, after seeing like the Emma Frost stuff and things like that they've done, like, I was expecting worse.
Yeah,
So
the Emma Frost stuff was pretty beefy with how that was, and it even has an inspiration. Like it showcases an actual comic. Here, let's actually take a look at the cover. Boop. Uh, let's go into images. Yeah, it actually comes from a comic. Sure,
sweet.
it's beefed up with extra accessories because the Marvel Rivals likes adding on a lot of accessories. They really do not like making someone look plain like this. This looks good, but they put accessories, accessories, accessories.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Looks good. Ah badoop, badoop. Heading over to the unorthodox side, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to put this on the gaming side or the movie side, but I'm going to leave it on the gaming side because I want to complain about that. Uh, a R-rated animated Bloodborne film is now in the works at Sony. Jacksepticeye is co-producing the film, which I'm like, okay, a YouTuber who has general heavy knowledge of the Bloodborne lore and really loves it. Has I believe two Bloodborne tattoos. I'm like, okay, he loves this series. It's also getting co-produced
Yeah.
by the two people that worked on Gran Turismo and the Ratchet and Clank movie. Um, so I big props that Sony is at least wanting to work on one Bloodborne project. However, if I know Jack like I am thinking I do, he is also on the same board that we deserve a remake of Bloodborne. So I'm going to knock on wood that Jack will probably whisper to the Sony execs and be like, "You want to make some real money? Talk to From, get Bloodborne a remaster, and launch it at the same time as the
I feel
movie."
like Sony is probably ran a lot like WB's been run in the past, where their general response is everything's a separate division. So, it's like he'll be dealing with all the movie people, and they're going to go, yeah, we have nothing to do with video games, nor do we care.
Well, if you want to make money, you will. Like,
It's not
let me
making them money,
let me
like,
paint it like this. Let me paint it like this. If it comes out for PS5 exclusively, I will begin to figure out how to save up cash to get a PS5 to get Bloodborne.
man, don't do that. Just come over here and use my roommates.
Fair enough then. I'll pay, let me put it like this
The
then. I'll save up
PlayStation
for
5 is overpriced, and I don't agree with anyone spending that price for any one single game.
I
Like, I will
can
not be buying one for Wolverine.
I concur. I'm with you on that, but at the same time, I love Bloodborne. It is one of my favorite Souls games. It is by far the most clean feeling, if not the best feeling, when it ran well. After the
Yeah,
first couple of
understood.
patches, I Displate, when I was typing up to them about getting a sponsorship through them, I was like, you guys usually send a few things to the creators. I was going to ask you if you wanted any of the displays, and uh, when I heard that you get a couple as a sign up thing, you get to choose. I was going to choose Bloodborne, and I was going to choose Dark Souls. And I was gonna be like, hey, you want these really cool fucking Spider-Man ones? Yeah, you want these really cool fucking Jurassic Park ones?
You know the answer is yes.
You want the Back to the Future one?
You
But
know the answer
I
is
still haven't.
yes.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten an answer back from them. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they say something in the near future because I would love to support Display. Display's fucking fantastic. Um, they run their company super well. A person who had lost their job, who was doing Twitch streaming that supported Displate, they had lost their job, and Twitch was holding money from them. Displate came behind them and gave them a little bit of like a preemptive money,
It
judging
sounds to
from.
me like you're advertising someone that ain't paying us nothing.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm just giving you shit.
But the fact of the matter is that Displate's a bunch of good people. Gamer Subs is a lot of good people. Go support those that support people like us that are Twitch streaming, that are doing their damnedest. That being said, Sony, you know how you can make money.
No, they don't. They're Sony. I'm sorry. This company released Dr. Morbin Time twice.
And Venom 3 times. Yeah, I'm
Well,
aware.
the Venom at least made fucking money. The fucking Morbius one didn't make money, and then they believed an internet meme and released it a second time.
It made $1 million more bucks. Moving on though. Fortnite keeps getting some really interesting collabs. I don't even think half of the player base know who Stone Cold Steve Austin even is.
No, I feel like I feel like there's a direct correlation between big Fortnite people and wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Yeah, Cody Rhodes was a part of it. I forget who the other one was. Oh, fucking the man.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, she, Irish woman,
Oh,
married to
yeah,
Seth.
yeah.
Yeah, her name just flew.
Begin with a B.
Becky Lynch. Thank you,
Yeah.
chat.
I've literally never once watched any of her wrestling. So the
She's
fact that I
okay.
pulled that letter out of my ass.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
No,
But,
it's nothing against her. I just wasn't watching wrestling by the time she
came around.
started.
Fair enough. But Stone Cold comes in. He has an emote where he, hops up to the top of the ring and chugs 2 slurp things because beer is not allowed in their T-ish rated game. It actually
You can shoot each other, and we can have Towley, but I don't want to see a fucking beer.
Yeah, no, they were like, Tally is fine because they are a character that is pop culture appropriate. They are not smoking weed. They come in and say, don't forget to bring a towel, but that's it. That is all they have attached to that character. They don't have any of the high, the want to get high stuff that normally would be there. No. We aren't promoting that. So, of course, Stone Cold's not going to be like, so I have 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers.
He needs to have the beer truck to drive in on and spray everybody down. Like that should be a thing. Is like you should. I don't know how the vehicles work.
Yeah, Chad even says
And
Stone Cold with
and
a Slurpee. It just don't work that way. I think he actually had a Slurpee flavor back in the day.
I don't know how the vehicles in Fortnite work, but if there's one that's got that healing goop in it, like you could have him drive that and
Slurp
spray your
truck.
team down.
Yeah, Slurp truck.
Yeah, have him drive that thing and spray people down. They can. There's things they can do. It's just it won't be beer
Yeah.
because we can murder each other. That's acceptable.
It is eliminating one another. There's no
Mhm.
killing. It is sending you back to Spawn Island to come back in. There's no killing. 0 blood. I know. I'm with you on it. I'm with you 100% on it. But it's the fact that they want to sell it to children. They keep promoting it. They're saying,
Right, and that's one of those things where I sit there and go, "Should we be wanting to sell this to children?" I played plenty of gun-based games when I was a kid, but
yeah. I played Doom when I was
I
5 years
just
old.
find the line interesting. That's mostly what I'm making a point of. I find the line interesting.
The line
It's
does,
okay to
and
do shooting. It's not okay to consume alcohol.
you know, with that line, that's the bottom line, cause the code says so. God. So they're also pushing their Disney plug. So aside from Toy Story getting a shove with Buzz Lightyear and Evil Emperor Zurg, from Disney Pixar's Toy Story, they also added the Pizza Planet truck as a truck skin. They added in the little alien guy as a little pet. Let me see, is it here? No, it's not here. It's further in the list. But you can have the little alien guy go ooh every time you get a kill. I was like, that's kind of cute. I appreciate it. You know, they're putting a little bit of effort into the emotes and the weapon skins that go along with this. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I appreciate all that they're doing toward this. That being said, they are nudging for a Disney themed game. There's rumors around that it's gonna be like an Among Us style game, and I'm like, I don't want Mickey Mouse going like, haha, you're about, you're about to be forgotten. Yeah, no. But the rumors kind of go up and down on whether or not it's going to even include Mickey, but Mickey was on the cover for most of these rumors.
Well, I mean, he's the logo. I mean, people are going to slap him on everything because it's Disney.
Right. I still am not 100%, but once we find out, I'll let you all know about it. They are also still pushing the WB branded game that is going to, I believe, kind of work similar to Multiverses that got closed off back in January. So
Hey, we released a game for free, and then we took the game away from you and didn't let you have it. And then we brought it back, and because you had forgotten about it, because we took it away from you, we threw a fit and we shut it down.
yeah, it wasn't getting as many players as it did when it came back because there was just no advertising. There was no push potential. Plus, I'm not a big fan of Smash Brothers equivalent.
I'm not good at those games.
So we didn't play it. It didn't get that support. Sorry, guys, but Fortnite is going to be shoving the shit out of it, and I'm curious on what they're going to release with that. Last thing on the gaming stuff, Xbox new CEO Asha I keep wanting to say Sharma, said that in an internal memo that quote unquote Game Pass is too expensive for players. I agree as well, but
I still don't trust her because she worked in the AI division, and that concerns me. But I agree.
If this happens to actually be true, and we do see a decline of the cost for Xbox Game Pass, and we see a little bit more of the same benefits that we would normally be getting with it, I'm happy. I'm proud of them. Phil Spencer paved a lot of ground, but he also said a lot of things that we're still kind of waiting on. But Phil, for what it's worth, did pretty good work. He's the reason we have Xbox Game Pass. So, give and take with him. The other woman, Sarah, I believe her name was. The other one who
the one that was his protege, yeah.
Yeah, she stepped down as well. Was one of the reasons on the acquisition of id back in the day when id got picked up. id/Bethesda got picked up, and I was like, okay, that's a good achievement. That's a great achievement. If we do see the price dropping, I will be definitely excited for when we see Asha definitely, popping up. Like Papa Phil would pop up and be like, hey, I'm here to talk about the next runs of Xbox Game Pass games.
It's one of those things I wonder if she's going to be as face forward as Phil was or not.
I'm hoping, because we currently don't have a face. We do not have a
I kind of liked that. I also really liked that Phil himself was a gamer. I don't know. I'm not saying she's not. I don't know anything about her.
Yeah, curious, but we'll see.
I miss Phil. I miss Major Nelson.
Yeah, Major. I follow him on Twitter, and
Yeah, he moved over to some other company, and I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I haven't seen what he's been doing.
He moved over to Unity, and then he took a step back from Unity after they got as big as it was, and now just plugs games left and right. Everyone, I mean, every time I pop into his comment section, they're asking him to go back to Xbox. He's like, "What am I gonna do there?" Like, honestly, that they
Yeah,
do
I
not
would
have a
have
position.
taken a step back from Unity as well after their announcement of making it an AI tool to build games.
Oh, I think he took a step back before then, but
Yeah, but I would definitely now. So
yeah. But even still, he supports good game creation. When the very first flight simulator game popped out, he was behind it 310% and wanted to hope that the game did well. And then skip ahead to the last one, where every time there's a DLC, I see it on my feed from him, not from any Xbox or PC game. Like PC gamer doesn't even drop it. I'm seeing it more from
he's in
him.
it for the love of the game.
Yeah, he fucking loves those types of games. I believe he also has a setup for that too.
Nerd.
Yeah, we're all nerds, man. And it's
Yeah,
time.
no, I know.
And it's time for but shoe news. Not a lot for shoe news today. But the shoes that Michael Jordan wore in Space Jam from 1995. When did it? 1996. Uh, those shoes look really good, really clean, really nice. The original colorway is from 93, but it got an update in 96 for the movie. And in fall 2026, they are getting a re-release for, I believe, the 7th time to celebrate the 30th anniversary.
That's a
They
good classic design.
Yeah, it's a fine one. It's got the Jumpman on the back. It's got all that it's supposed to be. I have zero issues with this sneaker, except for the ones that we both have, which is it's white. It's gonna scuff super easy. But $215. It will be released in fall. Stay tuned to the show. Riri, what about it?
What?
I don't know. I'm reading chat.
Oh, because you kept saying re-release.
Yes. Oh. Uh, an interesting story that I don't like Forbes. Forbes, when I go to their website, there is a thing that says, "Hey, disable your ad blocker." I disable my ad blocker. It says, "Hey, disable your ad blocker," and I disable my ad blocker, and it's like, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just gonna go off of the Blue Sky post that I have. Speaking of which, I'm on Blue Sky. Uh, Devastated to hear the entire Marvel Studios visual development team has been let go. The entire Marvel Studios visual development team.
Does this one say we're so? Yeah, this one's quoting the Forbes article, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. What I read was saying that they let them go. Um, and now it's going to be a hired per project thing. So
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, this poster continues on to say that I can't comprehend it. These are folks who have created the first visuals for every single Marvel Studios film ever. A really small team of people. Some have been there for over a decade. Also, screw wealthy CEOs, eat the rich, and corporations laying off the very people that made them wildly successful just for the short-term gains. Folks with institutional knowledge and with decades of work, dedication, and success all dismissed. For what? Who knows, but it'll make a great bonus for an exec.
Yeah, my assumption is it's connected to the recent lackluster box offices of Marvel films, which is not those people's faults, but I'm assuming the thought process is why are we keeping these people on staff between films when we could just hire when we actually need them? Again, I'm not saying I agree with it. I am saying that I'm assuming this is the thought process that someone who has this power is using.
Yeah.
Can't say for sure, but that's what I'm assuming. From what I understand, they also let go the entirety of the Disney Home Entertainment set. The people that dealt with all the stuff for Disney Home Entertainment. So you're talking your physical media releases, which I'm very much a physical media person. Streaming isn't owning it. Things get changed. Things get removed. So on and so forth.
Yeah, even first party things are being removed, which is fucking wild.
Like you can't watch the Willow Show.
Really?
Yeah, they took it off of Disney Plus. It didn't make They didn't make the numbers they wanted to make, so they removed it.
Who is working with WB right now? Is that
What do you
still
mean?
Max? Is that still HBO?
So they own HBO Max. Yeah.
Okay, so I remember that they stopped showing off like Scooby Doo and whatnot, and
Yeah. So
it moved over
the
to
current
what was it? It was the freebie one, Plex.
Tubi.
Tubi. Thank you.
So the current CEO of Warner Brothers doesn't agree with pretty much making anything because he's the Discovery Channel guy. He's really not a fan of cartoons and stuff like that. He very much believes in reality television because he's the guy that's been running Discovery Channel this whole time. And that's all basically reality TV. And so, yeah, he shits on a lot of that and shut down a lot of it, pulled a lot of stuff off of things. And now, Paramount's looking to buy it. And there's a whole mess with that. But yeah, so they licensed a bunch of the Scooby-Doo stuff over to Tubi after removing it from Max. The problem with Tubi is Tubi's owned by Fox News.
Fuck, eh.
So,
if you want to watch it, you'll have to stab your hand for it. Gotcha.
If you're going to watch anything on Tubi, I always suggest watch stuff that's available in the kids and family section, as there are no ads.
That's funny.
Obviously, that doesn't work if you want to watch anything R-rated or anything like that. But yeah, so for instance, if you wanted to watch Scooby-Doo on Tubi, if you watch it through this kids and family profile, you get it ad-free, versus if you watch it on the regular profile, you get it with ads.
That's fucking hilarious. Good tip.
Plus, I mean, who wants to watch ads anyways?
It's true. Good news. The rest of our stories have zero negative impact on our
I'll try.
I mean, hopefully. Over at the ideas side of Lego, ideas.lego.com, they have a blog, and as of yesterday, they said, hey, here's a bunch of the sets that we're having in contest for Yu-Gi-Oh! And they don't look terrible. They actually look pretty good. They shipped off the entirety of the builds to the places. I'm unsure of where they sent them to, but you can vote for them. And if you let me actually go back to the one that I really like, which is the Exodia one. That looks fan-fucking-tastic for it being made out of non-specifically made Legos were thrown onto this. And I'm like, that's damn good looking.
Yeah, the work these ID people come up with is pretty amazing.
I'm not signed in, but I did vote for this one here with Exodia popping out of the literal cards. I really enjoy. I'm okay with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's gotten a lot more convoluted over the course of time, but the sets that they are introducing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Look pretty good. This one's a little messy. This one's a lot to take in. You've got the pharaohs. You got, I think, Kaiba, and I don't know who the heck that. Hang on, me. Who is that? I don't even know who the heck that is. But you got a lot of
I'm not the
freevoting
person
here.
to ask about anything Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right, but you got the Dark Magician against the Blue Eyes, and I'm like, that's kind of cool looking.
I know there's a cup of something. Oh wait, no, that's Magic. Or is that Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. See, I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, there's a lot of
Greed. What is Cup of Greed?
Cup of Greed.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed. Is that Yu-Gi-Oh or is
That is
that
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Magic?
That
Okay,
is
see? Yeah, okay. There we go. I knew something.
I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 cards from my deck.
Listen, man, we had so many of these things when I was a kid. I was like, I can't keep up with all of them. So I locked down on Pokemon, Digimon,
and Sailor Moon.
Yeah, those were my three. I also had old Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer, Astro Boy.
I did not get Astro Boy. A bit of a bummer, but these sets, they look fine. But vote for the one that you think should win. A lot of people are voting for this one here that I'm showing off that has Yugi and Kaiba with the interesting dual deck mini placement. Yugi with their custom hair place thingy, but not much of the Yugi face standing atop of the Millennium Puzzle, and then on the sides you have the Blue Eyes White Dragon versus Dark Magician. Looks fine, looks good. Looks like a lot of fucking pieces, but looks good. Continuing with the ideas, stop. There we go. Heading into what is called the 10K Club, which means 10,000 people voted for this thing. The Bear Knights Tavern by Squirrel Brick, a 53-year-old bookseller from France that also likes to build with Lego. This one came into really good fruition, and I believe this is now going to be a part of an actual build that you'll be able to purchase in the near future. And I'm like,
It's quite beautiful.
yeah, it looks really goddamn good. Good for a D&D set. Like I said, Lego, there's that idea. You've done a couple, you can keep doing them, man.
I feel like that's not a Lego hang up. I feel like that's a Hasbro hang up because you got to figure Hasbro looks at Lego as a competitor, and Hasbro owns Wizard of the Coast, so they probably did the one-off to see how it would sell, and probably were like, I don't know that we're making enough money off of this because we're not the ones making the toys. I'm assuming.
Yeah, fair
Again,
enough.
this is an assumption,
But
but that's what
Hasbro does like drooling on themselves when it comes to
Who owns Mega Bloks?
I think Mega Bloks is independent.
I'm looking at it. Continue talking about the sets.
I do remember. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Mattel's not too great either.
No.
But they did Destiny, and it was fine looking.
Barbie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll waver my hand a little bit and hope that this idea that we have of D&D style sets finds a good home. Maybe Pathfinder and Mega Bloks can kind of work together and work around.
Fuck Pathfinder and Lego. Fucking just do that.
Or that, yeah.
Because Mega Bloks suck.
Oh yeah, they don't really stick too good. Like some of their Destiny figures, they look pretty good. I like the little warlock that I got. Actually, looks like a dang warlock. I
had this like Viking ship with a dragon set. Came with all kinds of minifigs and stuff, and whatnot when I was a kid. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I don't like Mega Bloks.
Yeah, Mega Bloks don't stick too good. They aren't as structurally sound as the Lego ones.
Yeah, there's something just off about them.
Oh, and even the roof comes up. That's so cool. That makes me very happy. I want this set now. But I don't want to pay a bajillion dollars of it. I think it was like 40. Hang on, let me look at how many pieces it is. Hang on. 4,700 bricks. Yeah, ouchies. But heading over to the real Lego side, also going back over to freaking Toy Story, the Alien with the Pizza Planet rocket ride. This looks like a cute little set. It does have mechanics in it, so you can wind it and the alien will bob back and forth. I really like this set. It's $60. It's 714 pieces. As said, it has a little bit of Technic in it, so you can actually see it move and work. Not terrible.
The claw.
There is also Slinky, the dog Slink from Toy Story as
Slinky
bookends.
Dog. Or Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog.
There's no.
Oh. Yeah. $150 for the Slinky bookends, though.
But okay, I kind of don't like his face.
What do you mean, Woody?
There's something off about it.
Yeah, but the minifig looks fine. But yeah, the big one does have a worrying Five Nights at Freddy's look about it.
Yeah, it does. It is kind of Five Nights at Freddy's. Ooh, so the World Mexico is your free with purchase gift.
Hmm. Wait, hold on. Let me
That's
bring that back.
cute.
Let me bring that back up. Open. Open.
Wow, I didn't
Oh.
realize there was on my end until just now.
Yeah. I like that. That's really good looking. Oh, really cool looking taco stand. Hell yeah. What else is there that's on this? Oh, and seeing as you're already going to be paying the $40, you get the mini TIE Fighter? TIE Interceptor?
I'm waiting for it to show up so I can tell you. Uh, I'm not sure. I mean, it says tie advanced.
I
Wait,
believe
with it being the mini like that, it's missing the details. I'm gonna go with Tie Fighter. I think it's just a Tie Fighter.
well, one has flat sides and then one is curved like this, but yeah, I'm not too big of a Star Wars nerd anymore.
Oh wait, the fighter's flat, so yeah, that would be the Interceptor, or it's Vader's ship. I feel like they would say Vader instead of Tie. So yeah, it's probably the
Oh,
Interceptor.
yeah. Starfighter as piloted by Darth Vader.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. But it's the mini version. Only 68 pieces in that little thing. Badoop. So, CinemaCon happened over the weekend. Or actually, it went up until I think yesterday. Like, it went through the weekend until Tuesday. And they were showing off a bunch of popcorn buckets that mostly concepts, but some that were kind of cool looking, such as this Heroes of the Universe He-Man one that I was kind of like, it looks kind of cool. And then they showed off a Battle Cat one where you pull off the saddle and that's where the popcorn goes. Also kind of neat. I I don't own any popcorn buckets. I
Yeah, I haven't
really
done the popcorn bucket thing. Every time I see one that I want, it's normally one that goes on sale before the movie comes out, and people buy it out.
yeah. Good news, you can now pre-order them so you can pick it up when you go and see the movie. So there's no hither or tither. You can actually pre-purchase now. But that being
Um, Go ahead.
mm, with that being
No, go ahead.
said, I really enjoyed the Skeletor fucking cup. I'm just mad that fucking Jared Leto's in the movie. I don't want
Yeah,
him there.
yeah,
Just the original voice actor's still alive. Use
yeah,
him. Use
yeah.
him. Oh.
So speaking of CinemaCon, the
Mhm.
Sony CEO came out and during it and made a whole thing about urging um, exhibitors, so theaters, to adopt a longer, shorter, cheaper strategy and to get rid of the 30-minute ad pre-show because the ads are so much and so long that it makes it to where people know to show up late to the movies so they're not seeing the trailers for other movies, so other movies aren't getting proper ads. And so that's one of the things he's saying is hurting things ever since COVID is these ads. If you guys weren't running ads at the beginning of the movies, people would be there sooner because it wouldn't be such a long process to see a movie, and then they would see the trailers for movies, and so they would go see more movies and da da da. They're doing the ads because you guys take too much of the ticket price, dill hole.
Yeah. Sony don't know how to run a business anymore, man.
No, everyone there's a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah. But hopefully in the near future, things will start to get a little bit better. Hopefully with the Bloodborne animated movie, I'm very curious to see the first looks at that. Popcorn buckets at the wazoo. A lot of interesting ones. Plus this He-Man sword. I wonder, did I get that? No, I did not. I closed out of that. I didn't mean to get that closed. Hang on, I'm bringing it back. I thought I had it, but I don't. But the He-Man sword back here is actually a drink cup. The sword hilt
Oh,
comes off, and the entirety of the blade is a drink.
I feel like that's gonna be a pain in the ass for people to have to fill up, and I feel like it's gonna be a pain in the ass to use at the theater.
I concur with you, but it has a resealable top, so it closes in two places, both at the hilt and the straw holder up at the very base of the hilt. So I'm like, okay, it has two closing points. That's neat, but yeah, where the fuck am I gonna put this? Cup holder ain't holding that. It is cool. I do like the look of it. To get a pretty nice looking, sort of gray skull, but I don't want to drink out of it. A bit of a bummer. Badoop. Heading back over to the Hasbro side of things, they are releasing old school yet new movie style of figures for Spider-Man Brand New Day action verse figures. So you're getting the regular Spider-Man, Hulk, Scorpion, and black and gold Spider-Man. I'm like, black and gold? And I was meaning to ask you about this. Black and gold? What is black?
No idea. Let me try to look a little closer at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Might just be something for the movie. I wonder if he's going to end up running into the symbiote and that they're going to do black and gold to make it different, because we always have to do things different, because if we make it like the comic books people love, then they might like the movies.
Well, I mean,
sorry, that's mostly a Sony complaint there.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've been happy with the majority of Marvel.
I'm right there a little bit beside you, but I'm leaning a finger forward where I'm like, you originally said you had complaints for One More Day and how that's kind of the lean that they're doing for Brand New Day, and how they're wanting to kind of jumpstart, renew the Spider-Man of current, where no one remembers Peter. And
So, yeah, I don't like the whole Brand New Day, One More Day thing where we're just going to erase everything because Joe Quesada doesn't like MJ and Peter dating. That's why that whole thing happened in the comics. It purely happened because he didn't like their relationship.
That's dumb.
It looks like, they're going for elements of that in the new trailer because like he's running into them but they don't know him and da da da. And yeah, the movie looks interesting. The trailer looked good. I thought Tombstone was supposed to be in it. I didn't see him in it.
The guy who plays Voss from Far Cry 3 is playing Scorpion. And I'm like, ooh, I'm happy to see him somewhere.
So he was in Homecoming. That's when he gets hurt, and then when Vulture goes to prison, he's confronted by him, and you see like the beginnings of like him being Scorpion in that.
That's right. Oh my god.
Yes, they've been building towards this.
I gotta rewatch that. I might rewatch all of the current Spider-Man stuff, but
I enjoyed Homecoming. Wasn't all that happy with Far From Home. Loved No Way Home.
I also really love No Way Home. Comes out in July. I believe Brand New Day is July. Let me do a double. Bop. It is July 31st. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and get caught up on my Marvel stuff because I'm gonna want to go see that. I've missed the last couple Marvel movies in theaters, so I needed to sit down and get caught up.
It's got Frank in it.
Yeah, and then they dropped the fucking look for the new Punisher thing, like the what Marvel Special or whatever. Like, I don't know. That trailer very much felt like they're gonna kill Frank, and I very much don't like that.
I'm actually thinking it's not gonna do it. I think it's gonna do 6 hours, and it's gonna introduce female Punisher. That's my slight guess.
I mean, that would be cool as long as they still don't kill Frank. I really got they're gonna kill Frank vibes from that.
If they kill Frank, then I'm hoping they do another one of those Werewolf by Night style films for Frankencastle. If they kill off Frank, give me
that would be cool.
Give me Frankencastle then.
Right? Isn't Frankencastle his son though?
In one universe, yes, but in the one that I have, it's him. It was him. He was literally so angry. He was decapitated, and his head just kept yelling, trying to kill the individual in front of him. And I'm like, that's
Yes.
fucking cool.
That sounds like Frank.
Yeah, too angry to die. I'm
Yeah,
curious to
that
see
would
what
be
that's gonna be. Oh my
fun.
god.
If they do kill him to do Franken-Castle, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And do it
That's
as
it.
like a werewolf by night thing, like you said.
That would be the only good thing. If they kill
Bring in
off
Bloodstone.
Oh, Elsa Bloodstone, yes! Oh
Yeah.
my
That'd be
god.
fun.
That would be very fun now thinking. Oh man. And then you would have another reason for Moon Knight to show up. Like,
Yeah, I will only accept.
welcome,
Yeah, I mean, you could do a whole
Disney.
Midnight Suns thing. Yeah, you could do a whole Midnight Suns thing with that. Bring in, Moon Knight. Bring in Blade.
Well, Blade's still up in the air, right?
I mean, the movie just keeps getting delayed for one reason or another. I mean, he's technically already in the MCU.
Yeah.
There's a cameo,
Yeah.
like for the current actor, not the Wesley Snipes cameo.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, we're also supposed to be getting a Blade game from Arcane Leon. And
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about that in a while, but that was sounding and looking kind of interesting.
I love the color scheme. It looked very comic book, but nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping that they continue to do good, because I'm watching Daredevil Born Again season 2, and not gonna front, I'm getting kind of bored. The fights are good, but I'm getting bored.
Well, I wonder if that's.
Oh, did I lose
It's
you?
running its course. No, I'm here.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. I wonder if it's that it's running its course. I wonder if it's just like a weird middle part to it.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping it finishes on a grander scheme of things, because season 1 definitely opens up a lot of plot, and season 2 is trying to kind of nudge those plot points together. And I'm hoping that you catch up to watch those. I liked season 1 of Born Again.
No, I will. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'll sit down and I'll push through all of the Marvel stuff I'm behind on, because I'm very behind on Marvel. I'm a little behind. Yeah, I got some stuff.
I also did. I watched the first 2 episodes of Echo. You don't have to watch Echo.
Watch.
You don't have to watch Echo. As much as I really enjoy,
That's what everyone keeps telling me, but I'm going to watch it for multiple reasons. One, I want the whole story, but two, I
Fair.
want to support the actress and those kinds of projects. And so, yeah,
It's fair. I mean, I love D'Onofrio as Kingpin. He does a damn good Kingpin. He is another one of the reasons why I've been kind of slumming through season 2, is he does a damn good.
He's also a fun Thor.
Huh?
Adventures of Babysitting.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the little girl in it is obsessed with Thor. She's got his comic book pages on her wall. She carries a Mjolnir. She wears the helmet with the wings. She's obsessed. And they run into D'Onofrio, who is a tow truck driver. And he's got this long blonde hair. He's ripped. He's wearing a tank top.
I'm looking at him right now, and he's holding a fucking
he's got the sledgehammer. Yeah, see, even chat. Thor is the mechanic, and so she calls him Thor. She goes, "Oh, Thor, mighty god of thunder," and then she tinks the hammer on the ground. Tink, tink.
Right. Okay. I have to watch. I have a lot of other things that I'm working on.
Fun fact, though, D'Onofrio has been in 2 Marvel projects, one MCU, one non-MCU.
You're getting another squint from me. What's the non-MCU?
He's in Men in Black.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's Edgar.
And
Marvel bought Men in Black right before that movie got made.
Really? I have never.
Yeah, it was an indie comic that Marvel bought, and then the movie got made. So if you watch it, actually has Marvel in the credits.
Oh.
They never really done anything with the IP.
like the movies get made. Even they aren't really even involved in that.
Mhm. Good trivia there. I never would have known. Continuing with the popcorn buckets, this one I saw a long time ago, but I didn't find a good image of it. This wonderful, wonderful mask for Mortal Kombat 2. It's the full helmet with the mask, but damn, it looks so goddamn good. Ah, I would have liked to see Kotal Khan's mask also, but this is good. This is good too. Um, I'm leaning very heavily to see Mortal Kombat when it drops. I really want to watch. I want to enjoy a movie in a movie theater in the near future. Yes.
Real quick, so Men in Black was done for Aircel Comics, AIRCEL,
Mm.
who was later acquired by Malibu Comics, and Malibu Comics was acquired by Marvel Comics.
Malibu. Interesting. But doop. Heading back over to Cyclops, as we were talking about him for Marvel Rivals, you can now dress up and have a cosplay piece for the visor if you happen to want to purchase one. I believe the rumor is $60, but unsure of an actual price tag for this Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Cyclops Premium Roleplay Visor. Pre-orders will be going up on May 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then it's going to have a general release later on in toy areas. I like it. I like the look of it. And they are really giving Cyclops a heavy push. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to find out he's going to be very MCU bound, and that they just have been keeping it quiet.
Yeah. I'm curious on who's going to play it.
I mean, I would think they would just bring back the same actor. I mean, he still looks good. He's still doing stuff. I mean, Sonic can't take that much of his time.
True. But speaking of which, damn it. They really want to make Cyclops look damn good. Over at Sideshow for $850. You too can have this really goddamn good looking light up Cyclops burning through a Sentinel unit. God damn, that looks good.
Yeah, the light up is really nice. Fun fact: he technically doesn't shoot beams from his eyes. His eyes are technically portals.
From the punch dimension or something, right?
I don't remember the dimension name.
I believe it's punch dimension, and it's not like heat, it's actually just force. And it creates such friction at point of contact that it can heat metal up to X amount of degrees.
It is the
I,
punch dimension. You're correct.
okay. I love this figure. It's just damn shame that it's $850. I don't have a place to put it, but
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like this is great for anyone that wants to buy it. But yeah,
I would throw it on the throne, but I feel like it would just be sitting in a box somewhere. And
I really right. Yeah, like yeah. Where would you put this? I really like the way they did the Sentinel's head. Like the way it's melting, the way it's crushed, like everything about it is very well done. Like you see the destruction between Steel Tail and Sentinel. Like yeah, they did really well with this. This is very well designed.
Goddamn. But as mentioned, $850. Set to ship April to August, depending on what number you get. If you pre-order quick, it'll be a lot sooner. I was saying that I wanted to see a movie in theater real soon. Spider-Man is the option coming up. I think Mortal Kombat. Oh no, Mortal Kombat's first at May.
Mortal Kombat.
So Mortal Kombat first, and then Spider-Man definitely will be on the plate.
Yeah, that one's May 8th.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm down for both. But damn, this looks good. Limited to 1,200 units for this, by the way. So these sell quick. So if you happen to really like figures and you aren't shopping around, this is probably the best site you can buy these figures at. They are hand painted. They are well put together. They have figures for almost every pop culture, because they got One Piece, they got other animes, they've got Marvel Rivals. They have the Punk Storm from Marvel Rivals, so they're already starting to get figures from Marvel Rivals stuff. They have these really interesting anime ones. I I've never seen anything like it. $630, limited to only 99 of them, but it has this weird realistic anime look to it. And I'm here for it. I don't know what the fuck it's present the Dying Statue by artist Masato Ohata. This statue is made out of resin and stands at 9.5 inches tall. Sure. Oh, that's a good looking jacket. Huh.
Yeah, Sideshow does great work. I can't afford it. Plus, I don't have anywhere to put all that stuff.
That is true. I concur. I also don't have anywhere to put it, but I love some of them. Fucking they have a lot of Godzilla too. They have a lot of Metziger. They got Evangelion, Fist of the North Star. I digress. But go check them out if you happen to have a lot of money. They also have a coupon code, 20% off using 20 refund, not refund, refund, REFUN. Badoop. Something that had a price drop, but I just would probably hang up on a wall somewhere just because it has wall hanging mount. This mask, Isaac's mask from Dead Space 1, the square blocky one. I prefer the Dead Space 2 one that has the nice articulation to the visor, but this is cool too. This one actually looks like a mining helmet because he's a mining engineer, so it makes sense that this would be how it looked. I love it. Love it to death. It is down to 60 USD, and shipping to the US would cost another $6. But doop. Once again, heading back over to the Marvel side, the Marvel Legends figures look good for the next set coming through, dropping on April 15th with Lady Deadpool, Marina, Ultimate Wolverine, US Agent, Ghost Rider, the Robbie Reyes one, the Dark Avengers Hawkeye, and what looks to be old school Psylocke, not new school Psylocke. I'll say cool Psylocke. But it also has a creative figure that me and Quincy were both scratching our head at, because it has the head of Apocalypse, the body and legs and arms of Colossus, and we just don't really know who it's supposed to truly be. But once we get a little more information come later on today, I should be able to tell what it is from the back of the box on the pre-order website. But I did not see anything then. However, on the 22nd of April, we are getting the first of the Marvel Rivals figures, starting with Moon Knight and the Punisher. And I gotta say, that Frank Punisher skin, fantastic. It's got his assault rifle and his buckshot 2-barrel shotgun. I love it. Fantastic. And then later on in the month, on the 29th, a very heavily articulated Venom and a very little to no articulation Jeff. Just his little paws and his neck. That is it.
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff. He also comes with a wave that he rides in on, which is kind of cool too, I guess. And then next month, not nearly the week after, but a couple weeks after, on the 13th of May, we get Spider-Man and Luna Snow. If it's anything like the Spider-Man from the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 line, and from what I can kind of see, there's going to be a lot of articulation on this figure. So I'm kind of excited to see. Okay. So from the drop on on the week of 5/6, the Cyclops visor drops. Okay. Thanks you, Preternia, a fantastic Twitter follow that I have, preternia.com. Fantastic.
Yeah, they've got great drops on figures, toys, things like that. You can follow them on most social medias.
And interesting finds that they happen to get at certain garage sales. Over at Costco, I don't have a Costco membership, but I would definitely. Hey, if you happen to be going into one of those, take a look at the chip section for these Doritos Cool Ranch flavored rolled gold select pretzel twists.
That sounds disgusting, but I will get you a bag if you want.
Really? Wait, what? Why does it
I'm
sound
not a
disgusting?
Cool Ranch person.
Oh, that's right. You don't like that. That's right.
Yeah, I don't really care for Cool Ranch. Like,
I like Cool Ranch. But yeah, let me know how much I owe you, and I'll throw it your way if you happen to be heading over there and you see them.
yeah,
I would love to try this. Oh, but doop. Two AEW things have popped up on my feed, and I said, well, that's strange. Let's go see what these are. From what looks to be the animators of either Rick and Morty or Super Jail, they are making a almost Twilight Zone-esque wrestling show, Tales from the Top Rope. And it's got the voices of the Young Bucks, Darby Allin, and Tony Storm as their frontrunners, but I kind of want to know what this is going to be really about. Sadly, the trailer just looked like the Twilight Zone. And I was like, oh, well, thanks, I guess. Looks fine, but not much known beyond that. The other AEW one, this one's kind of. This one makes sense. Starting off with up at the top left corner, the Jaguars, which is Tony Khan's father owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. So it makes sense that there would be a AEW and Jacksonville Jaguars lucha mask. That would be a good idea. No, they're doing it for every single football team in their respective colors. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like that lucha masks are becoming a standard thing again. $60 for each of the flavors, depending on what your team is. Go and check it out on AEWshop.com. Badoop.
yeah. I'm not really a football guy, but I mean that's kind of cool.
Are you a lucha guy?
Yeah, I like lucha. Like lucha's the amount of talent that goes into lucha is insane.
Yeah, there are people who are 60 years old still doing lucha. Like, the fuck? Uh, Quincy doesn't really like Taco Bell, but I've heard a lot about Zab's hot sauce that I would like fold my arms over and be like, I kind of want you to try this because it's just Zab's chicken ranch nacho fries, where it has chicken, cheese, pico de gallo, the hot sauce, and a little bit of ranch. Would you try?
No, I'm good.
No, okay, that's fair.
It's just that it's Taco Bell. Like I don't like their food.
Okay, all right, that's fair. But they will be costing $5.49 for a small plate of them, and I'm like, I would rather build it myself at that point for that kind of price. Badoop. Heading
Yeah,
over
like at
to
that price, I'm just gonna go buy a bottle of the hot sauce and get everything else myself.
yeah, true. Yeah. Heading over to Target, they are having an exclusive collection that is dropping from Pokemon. Starting
They're just
on
really try to get that money back from all the boycotts.
yeah, and also all of their failed lawsuits. um, on Saturday, the 2nd of May and the 3rd of May, you can purchase on the 2nd in stores, the 3rd online at 8 a.m. Central, I believe for 12 hours. You can purchase all of their Pokemon that selection that comes from the Pokemon Center Japan, as well as has some unique American things, such as the Snorlax tumbler, Arcanine tumbler, Pikachu tumblers, the Trapper Keepers that can also hold your Pokemon cards. There's going to be sleeves that kind of pop out. They have specific featured types in case you have a type that you want to kind of go for. In the mystery water bottle, pretty cool looking. Not a lot of interesting Pokemon to me. I'm okay with Squirtle. But there is clothes, Trapper Keepers, tumblers, hats, keyboards, um, clothes, freaking lip balm, especially from brands like Lip Smacker and Nature Well, which are known to do. I like the little charms on that. That's kind of cool. Little cases in case you are like me, a crafter that does Gunpla and needs a place for all their tools. One of these little caboodles cases is kind of nice. Some nail art tattoos in case you want to put a Pokemon on your nails. Fucking
Some of this is very 90s.
some of this does feel very 90s, very Lisa Frank, the very interesting high pop color with unicorns or ice train colorways. Some keycaps in case you have a keyboard that has those specific ones, and kickballs in the original Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball. Kind of neat. I haven't seen a kickball being kicked around in a minute. Glow in the dark wall stickers. Like, there is so much to go through. I'm only on page 3, and there's one more page. A new hat would be cool. Charizard, cool. I didn't know that Sour Patch Kids and Pokemon had a collaboration, so you can get Sour Patch Kids watermelon flavored Pokemon shapes. And then on
The watermelon flavors are alright. I prefer just a regular bag of Sour Patch Kids, honestly.
I bought recently the the what do they call them, stripes, the ones that are just flat and pressed out, and the buddies, the ones that are just basically Sour Patch Kids that are kind of melted end on end with 2 flavors. They're fine. They're okay. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to wow me, but I actually personally like the watermelon ones.
They're fine. I'm more of a classic when it comes to those.
Would you get a whole entire bag of blue raspberry?
No, I've done the whole bag. There's something that happens when it's almost like they're better when they've been sitting in the bag with other flavors. Like there's something that changes about the flavor when it's just the blue raspberry. It doesn't taste right.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I can see that where other flavors kind of rub off on other flavors to make them less potent or make others just kind of natural flavored. Pirates Booty and Pop-Tarts are also running an interesting collaboration. Pikachu-shaped white cheddar cheese puffs, and I don't know what they're doing for the frosted vanilla cupcake Pop-Tarts, but Pikachu, what I like to call flathead Pikachu, because it's not the regular Pikachu that you see over here on the Pirates Booty, is on the Pop-Tarts. I don't know why the heck they're going with the new Pikachu over old school Pikachu, but I digress. Doop.
Yeah, bring me back chunky Pikachu.
Yeah, bring me back the fat Pikachu, the one the Gigantamax one, the one that's the size of
the one that
building.
was eating all that ketchup.
Yes. An interesting thing. 420 is only 5 days away, and Wingstop is probably a go-to for a lot of 420 goers. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, 420 is, of course, the soft holiday where people would get high because 420 is just that day. It's kind of been labeled that for a while. I think since the 70s.
I have no idea.
But Wingstop definitely said, "Yeah, we're gonna push all in on this," while releasing a rolling tray along with 3 tenders or 8 wings, ranch, fries, and a 20-ounce drink. But the rolling tray is pretty interesting that they're including that along with it. Yeah, to have them basically be like, we know who our audience is, and also, hey, you guys need a new rolling tray while you're eating some pretty good grub. They are, of course, pushing the Mojo Loco that I talked about last week. So come 420, I might just grab this, but not grab the rolling tray. I have no need for that, but I do want to try some of the new flavors. Badoop. 2 trailers to end off this cast. The little teaser for Coyote versus Acme, and a trailer will be 1 week from today. I'm happy that this movie is seeing the light of day. I am very happy. It also celebrated Happy Tax Day because yesterday was the last day you could do your taxes. If you forgot to do your taxes.
No, today is.
Today is? Okay.
Today. Tax day.
Okay, so then today at midnight tonight is the last moment you can do your taxes for your city, in your state. Enjoy that information, so get them done.
You can extend it for a $10 fee. But yes, today is technically tax day, last day to file your taxes.
Yeah,
so
I've already
get no tax, just like me.
Yeah, I filed my taxes, and I'm hoping to get.
I filed mine today.
Yeah.
Well, technically, mine were filed today. I did not personally do it, but mine were filed today.
Fair. But good old Wiley's floating up in the Mojave Desert. Forget where he's actually from.
That probably
But
would be.
but while he's floating in the air, he says, "Happy tax day. Check your write-offs," and then falls to his doom as normal. But next week, hopefully, we'll be talking about a trailer.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
I miss when he had a voice.
I hated when he had a voice, but that line's just in there.
Yeah, he had the snide. I really like the VO. Was it Mel?
I'm gonna go with no. I don't think
Okay.
it was.
Okay. But whoever it was definitely did a good Wile E. Coyote for the time. But yeah, I can't see him speaking in today. Nah. Another trailer that's going to be dropping tomorrow. I don't understand the teasers for a one-day release, but for Street Fighter, the lesser of the two fighting movies that I'm kind of here for. I like the look of some of the characters, but I don't know. This little teaser did not get me hype. It shows off the arena with M. Bison, up front, and then as Ken Masters does his enter, and fucking, what is his name? Motherfucking.
Real quick, it was Mel. I had to go look.
Oh, it was cool.
Yeah, it was Mel. And
Eric,
Joey Alski, and then Keith Ferguson.
I don't know the other two, but Eric Andre is playing the showrunner, and I'm like, just the crowd looks like they're just fake. It doesn't feel Street Fighter to me. It doesn't feel.
I'm not gonna watch it. There's
If
been
it-
a few choices made with this movie that just kind of killed it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the trailer. If it is interesting, I'll talk about it next week. If I don't, well, you know how I feel about it. Badoop. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for a good old Humble Bundle. Save you some money while also getting some kick-ass stuff. There's that nice Pathfinder one if you're a huge freaking nerd and want to play some tabletop games that are a little bit more open and give you tools to actually build things. I'm looking at you, Hasbro. I'm looking at you, Wizards. Go over to good old Zenny. Zenny is right now running a deal: buy one get one half off on specific labels, and they're really nice and not even that expensive. So if you're paying $20 for one, $10 for another, $30 for two pairs of really nice looking glasses, go for it. Hero Forge. Hero Forge now has acrylic keychains as well as dice that you can get filled with your personalized character or an animal of a sort if you happen to want to have a favorite animal that's placed in there. They also have steel and copper. Their premium copper one is worth a pretty penny, but it looks dang fine with all the extra details they put into it. They, of course, also have some new features. You can now have, if you have a hippo character, they now have hippo heads and hands, which is kind of interesting, but I've never seen a hippo character, so if you have a hippo character, there you are.
I would have to do a hippo bard, and I'd have to have him do the hippopotamus song.
Hippopotamus song?
Yeah.
When we're done, I'll have you show me on YouTube or something.
Everybody go look up Oscar Isaac playing the hippopotamus song on, I don't remember which late night show, but one of the late night shows.
Okay. I will do that once this is over. Check out Quincy over on his threads. Check me out over on Twitter, and I've kind of updated my Blue Sky a little bit, so you can still check me out there. Check us here out in the twitch.tv/TheUglyMugs every Wednesday at around 7:30ish. We try and make it as early as possible for that.
Work has just been a mess for me lately, so I keep having to delay the show. That's on me.
Well, if you follow the show, you'll definitely be here when we're here. We have our chat popping off. We have nice conversations with them from time to time. Check out our throne if you happen to want to support the channel directly while giving us some things that will either help us physically with the chat, with the Twitch stuff, or mentally by giving us, a Back to the Future Lego set. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please love one another. It is certainly free to do. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I've had a cold for 3 days, and I'm surprised this is the best I am.